Split is Killjoy's first or second best map. However, I suck at Split, so I looked up every single YouTube tutorial that I could find about Killjoy on Split and condensed it down to this video. I also went onto the map and discovered some things that you will never find anywhere else. So make sure to watch the video to the end because there's going to be stuff in here that you've never seen before, and spoiler alert, it's actually very useful. So without further ado, let's go on to the video. For the first setup, put a molly on this first grate up here, and then put another molly on this grate back here. I've seen people put the alarm bot in the corner over here or on the left, but you can also just put it in the middle. As long as it gets them when they are about to come out, it's fine. This covers the whole entrance to B main. It also covers this corner over here, so it's actually better than it looks. Place a molly on the corner at the bottom of these stairs here, and then place another one on the dot below this manhole. This stops the default plant and also cuts them off from their team. You actually can't put an alarm bot inside this grate anymore. I don't know when they removed it, but it's no longer a thing. On the top left part of the grate that you placed it before, and then you want to right click on the left side of this box when the buy barrier ends. They can't stand this little pocket here, they still get hit. Place your turret here, and then place a molly in the left corner over here. Wait for the buy barrier to end, put your alarm bot on the right or left side of this stair. Aim at this corner and throw your molly. Probably gonna get a kill. By the time they get seen by the alarm bot, it's pretty much impossible for them to back out, so you're gonna get at least one kill with this. Here's the one molly version. Now this covers pretty much the exact same thing. This doesn't cover the outside like the other one did. You wanna place the alarm bot on the red wire, and then you wanna place this molly on this part of the wood. Then you wanna place another molly on this gray part next to the entrance. Now this one is for when they push out a mail. Now this one, it's pretty much the same molly lineup. Instead of putting it by the door, you put it on this part of the wood as well. Now this one is for if you don't want to play off contact and you literally just want to kill them only with your molly. Now what I like to do for at least one round is actually play hell. It's probably going to work at least once. You're going to get a guaranteed kill. Place the turret here and then swing off the contact of the turret rafters. You place the turret here and then swing off rafters as well, or from spawn. Place the turret where you just were and then decide to play on top of box and hold the angle. You can swing behind the box when your turret shoots them. You want to right click anywhere on this black part of the metal. You want it to be far down as possible, but try not to have it be too far down because it probably is just going to fall down. You want to put an alarm bot anywhere around here. You want to place the molly where this L is. Can't stay in the corner. This is basically for if you think that they're going to rush through heaven and then drop. These two turrets are for playing off contact off a pillar. The rest of these turrets are pretty much for playing off of the heaven or a main contact. There's a very slight difference between the two. And then this one in the spot that no one seems to check for some reason is for when they just push out of main. These are all pretty much the same thing, so you can't just want to mix them up. This one, you want to throw the molly in the corner here. You want to place it pretty much where the black meets tile, and this molly's off the push. You want to put it on this part of the floor, and you want to put an alarm bot pretty much anywhere where the line isn't going to be too far up the ramp, but it's going to see them when they push past. You think they're going to go into the corner, so you put the alarm bot over here, and put the molly on this line in the floor, and you put the turret up here. This is for if you think they're going to go in the corner, so don't do this every time. Behind this box, and then make sure that the lines line up, and then you want to do a right click throw. And place the other molly on this line here, and this also mollies off the entrance. Now let's say you want to play on site. Place the alarm bot over here. You place the turret behind plants, and you place these two mollies, one on top of the stairs, one on the bottom. And this is just for if you want to play contact off of your turret mostly, if you want to hold site. Just place the turret over here, and play contact off of it pretty much in the same spot. Just place it over here, and then you're playing it where your turret was in the last clip. Place the alarm bot here, place it on this part of the brick, place it on the old part of the brick, and this also mollies it off perfectly, and you can play from over here. I like this one the best because it's easiest to remember and it is the best. Now, all these setups, you might think that Killjoy is extremely broken, but here's the counter. All you have to do is go up to your turret and listen to it. Hey man, I'm here for you, bro. Nah, but seriously, just like actually listen to it. Because if you are 13 meters away, you can actually hear the sounds of the turret. Now, you can take advantage of this because some teams are just straight up not gonna go to sites where Killjoy are, but it's something to be mindful of when you're trying to do setups. In this hedge glitch spot, this is very good because when they swing it, it's very hard for them to hit. And you can play off contact with your turret, swing them, and you're gonna kill them. You can also stand on top of this box and just hold the angle if you think you're alpha enough to just instantly kill them whenever they peek, which seems to happen to me a lot for some reason. Place the turret on top of this box, it's the molly, this part of the tape arrow, and you want to place the other molly in between these two pieces of tape. This molly's off the most, you're pretty much getting maximum value out of your molly, and they can't stay in the corner. You can place your alarm bot near vents, but mainly I would recommend placing the alarm bot and at least one molly in the the setups that we did before, so when they enter, you can actually know when they are here. And you're going to be playing a solo a lot, so honestly I'd recommend doing that. But you can place it over here. You place one molly on this part of the wood, and then you want to place another molly on the arm of the T-Rex, and this molly is off zips and the entrance. Aim here and then do a running throw, and then aim here and then do a running throw. Or you can, before the round starts, aim up here, right click, and then go over here, aim up here, and then right click. Both of these are for this ult, so they can't stand in the corners because your molly will just kill them. It's your ult on the left part of screens, and then you want to come out here and then aim where the glass meets the sky, and then do a jumping throw. Now this molly's off the only pocket from your ultimate, and this is actually a very good retake slash get them off sight molly. Aim up A of this tower, and then aim over to the right at this point, and then you just do a regular throw. This mollies it off perfectly. For a slightly different one, you want to stand back over here. You want to stand on the right side in front of the coffee shop and then aim at this part of the leaves. This is for behind this screen plant. You want to get up and stand at this part, go into the corner, and then aim tower again. And then you want to be on this side of the blue line here. And you do a throw. And this lands for the alt plant, default usually. So when you want to stand on this yellow part, aim up to where your turret is barely touching this dish. And then you want to throw it. This one hits behind the screen as well. For B site, you want to go into this corner, aim at between these two shingles, and then throw. This one mollies off default. From heaven, you aim at this part of the building. It's not super precise. And this one also mollies off default. This one's mainly used for a post plant. You want to stand on this wall by the barrel and then do a standing throw. And this should molly default. It's a bit sus in my opinion. General tip for Valorant, white circles are your friend. As long as you are inside of this white circle, you can defuse the bomb. It doesn't even matter which way you're looking. Now when you're planting the bomb, it actually does matter. So I don't I don't know about that. So pretty much just aim at the same spot and then just do a running throw, and this will cover it a little bit better. For ults on B, just you always pretty much want to ult in this corner. The only thing you have to be worried about is this part of backside, but it gives you a lot of mid control and a lot of heaven. So this is pretty much the default one. You can also place it on these tires, and it does pretty much the same thing. It clears more backside, gives you slightly less of mid and slightly less of heaven, but honestly, it's pretty much the same thing. You can also place it over here if you don't like the backside and you're okay with getting rid of mid. You can't really use a molly to get rid of backside reliably. I'm trying to do some setups as you can see here, but I don't think that aiming up in the sky, waiting for this part of the screen to disappear, and then doing a jump throw molly is going to be too easy a setup. This is the ult that everyone does, and for good reason. It clears out the entire site besides these boxes over here, and it also clears out a decent amount of mid. However, if this door is smoked off, you can usually do a better one. You place it here, and you do give up some of mid, but it clears the one box spot, and also they can't sit in hell either. So it's pretty much the same thing, but this one's a lot more risky though. Backside mollies it, aim at this light, and then do a jumping throw. This molly's off heaven. Go pretty much the same spot, except slightly lower. And then aim at this square thing and then do a jumping throw. This stops them from escaping from the ultimate on A. This is the default ult on A, so you want to use the mollies for before. However, here's a different one. Go on top of here, aim up here, and then you do a falling throw, and it mollies it off. It's a lot harder, and it does the same thing. This one, you want to stand over here, aim at this specific line in the building, or where your alarm bot is on this tree, and then just do a throw. This mollies off hell. You want to get on top of this thing, and then do a running jumping throw, and this molly off after heaven. This one, you want to stand by the box, side of B, aim up between these two wire things, or when the diamond is on this part of the wood, and you want to do a throw. This mollies off pillar. Well, that's it. This is literally every single thing that I could find about Killjoy on Split. The next map is probably going to be Fracture, Icebox, or something, so that'll be coming out probably next week. There's probably not going to be a 2-week gap, just like how there was with this one. A lot of stuff was going on. That's why this video took so long. Make sure you have yourself a damn good one.